All right, everyone, welcome back. We're diving into some really fascinating stuff today, all about taking control of your finances and seeing how financial education can actually empower your life.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
We're looking at an excerpt today called The Benefits of Financial Education, Empowering Lives and Societies.
Oh, that sounds great.
And it's got some real eye-opening points in here, let me tell you.
Yeah, what I find really fascinating about this excerpt is that it really emphasizes that financial literacy isn't just like,
Not just crunching numbers.
Right. It's not just crunching numbers or memorizing formulas.
That's some textbook.
Yeah, exactly. It's really about building a solid foundation, for making those smart choices and actually achieving your goals. It's about the whole picture.
I like that. So it's more about that feeling of confidence.
Yes.
Feeling in control of your money decisions, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Imagine if you could just, confidently navigate big financial decisions like buying a house or planning for retirement without feeling, super overwhelmed or stressed. That's the kind of empowerment I think financial education really offers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So where do we even begin with all this?
Yeah.
This excerpt jumps right into how financial education can change the way people manage their money.
Yeah.
And it all starts with
budgeting.
Budgeting, right. That's like the
foundation.
The foundation, yeah.
Yeah, it is. And, a lot of people think about budgeting as being restrictive, but it's actually not about that at all. It's more about just giving yourself that clear picture of where your money is going.
Oh, okay.
And then making, conscious choices about how you're spending.
Instead
of wondering where it all went.
Yeah, where'd that paycheck go?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're the one in control. You're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, yeah. So it's about having a plan then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just reacting to every expense that pops up.
Exactly.
I like that. That. This excerpt also talks about how financial education plays a big role in reducing and avoiding debt.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, I think, a big one for a lot of people. A lot of people struggle with that.
You're right. Debt can be such a major source of stress for people.
For sure.
But, financial education, it can really give you the knowledge and the strategies to tackle it head on.
Yeah. Right.
For example, if you understand how interest rates work, like really understand them, that can be a complete game changer.
Okay.
Let's say you're offered a loan and it has a really low introductory rate, but then it jumps up significantly, like way up after the first year.
Oh, yeah.
That's, a really common tactic used in predatory lending.
Oh, wow.
And without that financial awareness, you could end up really trapped in this cycle of high interest debt.
Wow, that's a scary thought.
It is.
It's a real life example, hits home.
It does.
Makes you really realize how important it is to understand all that fine print. But what about people who are already in debt? Can financial education still help them?
Absolutely. It's never too late, really, to take control.
Right.
Financial education gives you those practical strategies for, actually repaying that debt, like creating a realistic budget, prioritizing those high interest debts, maybe exploring options like debt consolidation. It's about finding your way back to financial stability and feeling, empowered to manage that debt rather than letting it manage you.
Okay, so it's like a roadmap.
It is.
To get you out of debt.
Yeah.
Back to a place where you're in control again.
Absolutely.
That's great. Now, this excerpt also gets into how financial education can help with savings and investments.
Yes.
Which can seem intimidating.
Oh, I know.
Especially with all the different options out there.
So many options. It's like,
But if you understand the basics, it can make such a difference. Like take compound interest, for instance. The idea that your interest earns interest, it's like magic.
Yeah. Imagine if you could just put aside, say, $50 every month. Over 30 years, at a 7% interest rate, you'd have over $56,000.
Wow. That's incredible.
Isn't that amazing?
It really is.
That's the power of consistent saving and the magic of compounding.
It makes you realize that even small, consistent contributions can really add up over time.
Exactly.
And the excerpt also mentions diversifying investments.
Yes.
What does that actually mean?
Well, think of it like this. If you put all your eggs in one basket...
Yeah, risky.
That's risky. So diversification is about spreading your investments across different asset classes,
Yeah.
stocks, bonds, real estate.
Okay.
This way, if one investment isn't doing so well, the others can kind of, help balance things out a bit.
Oh, that makes sense. It's like the same idea as having like multiple streams of income,
It is.
which can be really helpful, especially during those uncertain times.
Absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like a safety net for your finances.
It is. It is.
But let's shift gears for a second here. The source also talks about how financial education connects to those big life milestones that, we all kind of experience.
All right.
Things like starting a family, buying a home, planning for retirement. Big things.
Huge milestones.
Yeah.
And they all come with big financial implications. And without the right financial literacy, they can just be so overwhelming.
Oh, for sure.
Imagine, trying to navigate a mortgage application, but you don't understand those interest rates or, the impact of debt to income ratios.
Yeah.
Financial education can really empower individuals to approach these milestones, with confidence.
Okay.
And make informed decisions that really align with their goals.
Yeah, that's huge. It's like having a financial toolbox
Yes.
with all the right knowledge and strategies
Yeah.
to handle those big decisions.
It is.
So far, we've focused on how financial education benefits, individuals. But what about the bigger picture? The source argues that financial literacy is essential for a healthy society.
Mm.
What do you think about that?
Oh, that's a really interesting point, isn't it?
Yeah.
When more people, understand how to manage their money effectively, it really creates this ripple effect throughout society.
Oh, okay.
For example, if you have a financially literate population, they tend to be less reliant on government assistance.
Oh, okay. I see.
And this actually frees up resources that can then be directed toward other really critical areas like education, infrastructure, healthcare.
So individual financial well-being actually helps to create
A stronger safety net.
Yeah, a stronger social safety net for everyone.
Exactly.
That's really cool. Plus, when individuals are empowered to save and invest wisely, it fuels economic growth,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Which then creates jobs, supports businesses,
Right.
strengthens the overall economy.
That's a beautiful cycle.
Yeah. It's like a win-win situation.
Absolutely.
The source also highlights how financial education can impact income inequality.
Oh, yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. Income inequality is a really complex issue, but one factor that contributes to the gap between the wealthy and, everyone else is access to financial knowledge.
Yep.
When everyone has the opportunity to learn about managing their money, investing, and building wealth, it can really help to level the playing field.
Oh, wow. So financial education can be a tool
Yes.
for social mobility.
Yeah.
Empowering people to improve their economic situations regardless of, where they come from. That's really powerful.
It is.
Now, the source also touches on a pretty serious topic, financial crises.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah.
those can be scary, especially when you don't understand what's going on.
You're right. They can have devastating effects on individuals and even entire economies. But here's where financial literacy really comes in. When people understand things like risk management and responsible borrowing, they're less likely to, make those impulsive financial decisions that could actually worsen a crisis.
Oh, okay. So it's about creating a more resilient society
Yes.
where people are equipped to make those informed choices,
Right. Even during those uncertain times.
even when things are kind of crazy.
Yeah. A financially literate population is much better able to weather those storms.
Okay. This is all making a lot of sense.
Good.
But I have to admit, whenever I think about finances, I get a little stressed.
Yeah, I
It
understand.
can feel overwhelming.
It's a really common reaction.
Yeah.
But that's exactly why financial education is so important. It's not just about, the knowledge. It's about building confidence and reducing that financial anxiety.
Okay, so it's about feeling empowered to,
To take control.
to take control rather than feeling like your finances are controlling you.
Right. Absolutely. When you have that solid understanding of the financial concepts and strategies, you can approach your money, money matters, with a sense of clarity and control.
Okay.
And that can significantly reduce stress and improve your overall well-being.
Wow, that's a huge benefit. It's almost like financial education as a form of self-care then.
You could say that. It's about investing in yourself and your future.
Yeah, I like that.
Now, one thing that really stood out to me in this excerpt is the focus on the digital age and how it's impacting financial literacy. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. It seems like with all these new financial technologies popping up all the time, it's more important than ever to stay, informed about it all.
I agree. We're living in a world where things are constantly changing, and online banking, digital currencies, automated investing platforms are becoming, more and more common.
Yeah.
And while they offer convenience and new opportunities, they also require a deeper understanding of how they work,
How?
and what the potential risks are.
So financial education isn't just about understanding, the traditional concepts like budgeting and saving.
Oh,
It's also about learning how to navigate this whole digital financial landscape.
exactly. Think about it. You're constantly being bombarded with online offers, investment schemes, even scams.
Oh, yeah.
And without a good, strong foundation in financial literacy, it's really easy to fall prey to, those predatory practices or make impulsive decisions.
That's a great point. So how can people stay ahead of the curve in this, constantly evolving digital world?
It's all about continuous learning. Financial education isn't a one-time event. It's a process of staying informed, adapting to new technologies, and always, expanding your knowledge.
This is like a lifelong journey of discovery then
It is.
in the realm of finance.
Yeah.
As we're wrapping up this part of our deep dive into this excerpt, what really strikes me is this overarching message that financial education is truly about empowerment, both for individuals and for society as a whole.
I couldn't agree more. It's about giving people the tools and the knowledge to make informed decisions, achieve those financial goals, and contribute to a more, stable and equitable world.
It's really inspiring to think about those positive ripple effects that financial literacy can have.
It is.
Not just on individuals, but on communities and society as a whole.
Absolutely. And it all starts with, just taking that first step toward expanding your own financial knowledge. What area of personal finance are you most curious to explore further?
That's a great question. I think for me, it's about diving a little deeper into investment strategies.
Oh, interesting.
There's so much to learn, and it can feel a little daunting, to be honest.
Sure.
But this conversation has definitely sparked my curiosity.
That's great. And remember, there are so many resources available, from books and podcasts to online courses and even financial advisors. The key is to just find what works best for you and start exploring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. What really resonated with me from this deep dive is that it's never too late to start learning about personal finance.
That's true.
No matter where you are on your financial journey,
Yeah.
there's always room to grow and learn more.
Absolutely. Whether you're just starting out or, you're looking to kind of refine your financial strategies, there's a wealth of knowledge out there waiting to be discovered.
Well, everyone, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of financial education. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling empowered. I'm feeling motivated to really take charge of my financial well-being.
That's great. And remember, the journey to financial literacy, it's an ongoing one. Just stay curious, keep learning, and never be afraid to ask those questions.
Thanks for joining us on this enlightening adventure. Until next time, keep those minds sharp and those financial goals in sight.
See you next time.
It's really inspiring to think about those positive ripple effects that financial literacy can have, not just on individuals, but on communities and society as a whole.
Absolutely. And it all starts with, just taking that first step toward expanding your own financial knowledge.
Right.
What area of personal finance are you most curious to explore further?
That's a great question. I think for me, it's about diving a little deeper into investment strategies.
Oh, interesting.
There's so much to learn. And it can feel a little daunting, to be honest.
Sure.
But this conversation has definitely sparked my curiosity.
That's great. And remember, there are so many resources available, from books and podcasts to online courses and even financial advisors. The key is to just find what works best for you and start exploring.
Yeah, that's a good point. What really resonated with me from this deep dive is that it's never too late to start learning about personal finance.
That's true.
No matter where you are on your financial journey.
Yeah.
There's always room to grow and learn more.
Absolutely. Whether you're just starting out or, you're looking to kind of refine your financial strategies, there's a wealth of knowledge out there waiting to be discovered.
Well, everyone, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of financial education. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling empowered. I'm feeling motivated to really take charge of my financial well-being.
That's great. And remember, the journey to financial literacy, it's an ongoing one. Just stay curious, keep learning, and never be afraid to ask those questions.
Thanks for joining us on this enlightening adventure. Until next time, keep those minds sharp and those financial goals in sight.
See you next time.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how much of a difference it can make.
It really is, and it all comes down to taking that first step, right? Expanding your own financial knowledge. What area of personal finance are you most curious about? What would you like to explore further?
Hmm. That's a good question to think about. I think for me, it's got to be diving a little deeper into investment strategies.
Yeah.
There's just so much to learn, and it can feel a bit daunting, to be honest.
Sure, I understand that. But remember, there are tons of resources out there, from books and podcasts to, online courses, even financial advisors. The key is to find what works for you and just start exploring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. What really resonated with me from this whole deep dive is that it's never too late to start learning about personal finance.
That's so
No
true.
matter where you are on your financial journey, there's always room for growth
Yeah.
and learning more.
Absolutely. Whether you're just starting out or, maybe you're looking to refine your financial strategies, there's a wealth of knowledge out there. It's just waiting to be discovered.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of financial education. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling empowered. I'm feeling motivated to really take charge of my financial well-being.
That's fantastic. And remember, this journey to financial literacy, it's ongoing. Stay curious, keep learning, and don't ever be afraid to ask questions.
Excellent advice. Thanks for joining us on this enlightening adventure. Until next time, keep those minds sharp and those financial goals in sight.
See you next time.